Do you have anything for us today?
Sure. Thank you for already mentioning the community input workshops this evening. And that'll be at 7 o'clock, as you said, at the Jefferson County Library. And then a couple of things. Last week, during public comment, or perhaps it was during the public hearing, I think, on the budget extensions, a couple of questions were raised on the Gateway Visitor Center that was subject for a $4,500 appropriation to do a repair on some of the screening of the porta potty there. Actually, it's not a porta potty, it's a different kind of bathroom. But in any case, I promised I would follow up on that, which I did do. Come to find that it received a septic permit from the health department in 2001. Also, it is a question was asked about its, in addition to its septic permit, there was a question asked about its compliance with zoning. And I am informed by our community development department that it is a legal non-conforming use. It was originally, there was a commercial office, was originally approved in 1992 under the interim zoning that was in place at that time. In 2001, a conditional use permit was approved to replace a 250 square foot visitor center with the current 850 square foot manufactured facility. And there was public notice and public hearing as a conditional use. And so it received both a conditional use permit and a building permit in 2001. And then there was also a question as to whether when the damage was done to the screening, whether we made efforts to do cost recovery because the incident happened at night and nobody witnessed what appears to have been a truck damaging the screening there. There was nobody that we could do cost recovery from. So I promised I would follow up on those questions, and I hope those answers the citizens' concerns. And if he has further questions, I'd certainly encourage him to contact me further on that.
By the way, I went by there on Saturday, and the screen covers more than the bathroom toilet facilities. They go along to also cover trash container, and there was a hard pan was put underneath there. So it's more than just like a little fence. It's pretty sturdy, and if somebody crashes into it again, I think there will be significant damage to the vehicle that does it. So it's a pretty sturdy and well-constructed facility.
And appreciated the representatives from the Jefferson Equestrian Association being here today, reviewing some of the history that goes back quite a period of time. They referenced work with prior commissioners as well. I'm recalling that this commission has been involved with them in prior years as they were looking at trying to put together some proposals and doing a pre-application that this board approved, I believe. I'm working to meet with Ms. McGuire and Ms. Bavarnik this coming Thursday or Friday. We're working on getting a meeting scheduled to review the status of their proposal. So we'll keep you posted on that. Also, I'm working as a follow-up. A week ago, there was a city council meeting in which we were, both Commissioner Johnson and I testified, as well as the county clerk, Ruth Gordon, trying to see if we could avoid having an appeal, a Land Use Petition Act appeal of the approval of the airport docket item that was part of your 2009 docket round. And one of the things that was discussed that night was a desire to convene a meeting of the Joint Growth Management Steering Committee, which has representation of the 3 commissioners, 3 members of the Port Townsend City Council, 1 member of the Port of Port Townsend, as well as 3 representatives of the Port Hadlock UGA. So community development staff is working on that. We've got a potential, the first date that we're trying to see if we can get folks' calendars to work out is potentially this Thursday, the 14th at 7 p.m. And I don't know, Phil, if you'd have an opportunity to get back from Olympia by then.
I'll be back with 7 p.m.
So don't know if that date's going to work for all parties yet. We're still working on that, as well as contacting the citizen representatives from Port Hadlock UGA. So,
and there have been citizens picked at an earlier time, right?
Oh yeah, that was back in 2005, was it?
Yeah.
And I don't know, did they get oriented to that at the time? Do you remember? Or?
I think we're going to need to orient them.
All right. Okay.
And comment this week and last about the correspondence file and encouraging the commissioners to, in some respect, edit or censor what goes into the correspondence file. Like the public comment period, we typically don't try to, it's important to have open communication to the commissioners. We do not have any procedures in place for screening either what's said verbally here or in the written record. You know, the one issue that was raised about potential hate speak, that is a concern. That's something that I know that staff talked about before that was included. I haven't had a chance to come up to speed on that fully, but I will be pursuing that issue to see if there's something, and if something like that comes up again, whether there is state or federal law in place that might guide us in that. So I'll look into that some more. But as regards to the other stuff that may or may not be germane, you know, basically we've made a commitment. If something gets sent to you from the outside, that it goes into the law. So.
There is a concern I have with the volume. If you have somebody that has everything sent to their email folder forwarded to us, and it ends up being, I didn't count it, there ends up being 90 of them this week or something from one person. Most of them aren't related to county government in any way. Mm-hmm. If that becomes more prevalent with other people, we really have problems. Mm-hmm. The volume is dealing with that. So I don't know what the answer is.
We'll look into it some more. We just don't want to get into the business of trying to censor content.
Right, right.